Hi guys. Well, been working on the airboat a little bit, and I was talking to my son and one of my friends. My son has a YouTube channel also. He does a lot of online gaming. He said, "Dad, you're not going into detail enough on your bills." So, okay, here we go. Basically, on this thing, I built a box here, all the way down. Got the top on it. You can see on the bottom, I added bolts up for something for the plywood to grip to when it was glued. Everything is 1/16 plywood. Then I put a side runner all the way down, mounted horizontally, and then did the top and then the bottom piece. To me, it was simple, but anyway, that's what happened. So now our motor came in. It is a 2212 2700 kV. So, going to be mounting this. I've already got my holes drilled. You can see I put blind nuts in the back. It's been kind of tight to get in there with the nut and bolt. So let's get the motor mounted. Oh, Allen wrench. Is that the right size? Yes. Little blue thread locker. Okay. Well, okay, that's what I did. This thing has a long and a short side. I had it on the wrong one. There, that's better. I had to order extension wires for the motor. They'll be in today. I guess they finally got the Amazon deal straightened out. Orders are coming like they're supposed to now. So I can finally get some stuff finished up and get to the water. And see how everything does. Kind of hard. I'm in Melrose Park, about 8 miles from Chicago. Um, and I don't drive anymore. I had an old 2002 Ford pickup, just base F 150, heat, air, no radio even. Back when stuff was simple. And it died. I just haven't replaced it yet. Living in the city, really haven't seen a need to replace it. So I Uber everywhere now. And the closest boat ramp is only $20 one way with Uber. So We found one close at a natural history museum. There's public fishing there, so we're going to go there. This is the one I'm looking for. That's it. So that's what we are going to do. I got the paint in for the push boat. I'm going to try to get it painted today and see if we can get to the water tomorrow. If the weather's good, we've been having a lot of storms here, a lot of bad weather. We had 80-mile-an-hour winds late yesterday. Okay, now, not easy to do when you old and shaky, but we can still do it. Bring the camera up some. There we go. There's one. But as I keep saying, it's just stuff, is all it is. Here's another one, get some blue Loctite on it. When I was doing RC crawlers years ago, back in the days of the TXT1, if anyone remembers when that came out, which has been ages ago, there was a running joke about blue Loctite. So does it taste great or is it less filling? We laughed about that for years and never really got an answer to the question. There we go, it bit. There we go, it's starting to pull up. But I miss those days. Met my best friend there. God, it's been 20 years ago. Gee, manently, I'm dating myself. I had my 2-year-old son with me. He was then 2. And we had a big meet at Gunnersville, Alabama. And a lot of people, a whole lot of people, about 30 of us. And of course, when it was my turn to drive, I had to get someone to watch my kid. I didn't know this guy from Adam's House Cat. And he offered to watch Garrett. So I take my turn as the course. I get done. I think I did good. Don't really remember. But next thing I know, I look over and my son's playing in a mud puddle with leaves in it. And I looked at the guy and laughed. I said, "Really, dude?" I won't give any signs, but his initials were Mike Wade. We laughed about it. I said, "Well, it's your turn to clean him up. You let him get in the mess." He said, "No, not my kid." And we laughed about it. We've been friends ever since. Okay. See if we can get this bottom one in. this to thread in correctly. But got a lot of good memories from those days. Okay, is she going to thread in now? Okay. Okay, where aren't we threading in? See if we can pull it up more with the top here. I haven't used this brand motor before. FEIC Pichado. But they're all a clone of a clone of a clone, as I say. But hey, if it works, it works. You don't always have to have the newest and most expensive. Okay. See if we can get it to go in now. It was off just a hair. Okay, why are we not pulling in? Let me check on something right quick. Okay, those bolts fit, but they're a little bit short to pull up. So we're just going to take a longer bolt. I couldn't really seat the blind nuts because of the space. There we go. Yep, pushed it right out. But that's okay. There it goes. And now my son never had an interest in RC for some reason. Okay, line nuts pulled up. When I drove a semi, I always kept a drone or two and a plane on the truck. And my son was on the truck with me. And I was really hoping he'd enjoy flying. So we were delivering out in Texas one time. And, oh, come on out, you devil dog. Gave him the drone, showed how it worked. Because he'd run cars before. I'm like, okay, you do this, this, and this. And he's like, Dad, go away. I can do it. So I turned him loose. And I flying the little, I had one of the GWS slow sticks. And I was flying it, and I'd look over, and I'd see the drone pop out from around the tire of the truck. And it'd go back, and I'll look over. Next thing, he's flying squares. And getting used to it. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. It popped out. So we try again. Um, well, darn it. Let's try again. And I came in and landed. I said, "You want help?" He said, "Nope, I'm done." He said, "You want to hover over me and watch?" I said, "I'm trying to help." He said, "Dad, I'm like you. I'd rather learn it on my own." I said, "You know what happens when I learn stuff on my own, especially a new plane or something?" He said, "Yeah, I've helped you pick up the pieces of a plane." So we laughed about it. But occasionally he'll run a car. But as far as flying, he doesn't have any interest in it. Now, screw it, we're just going to run these longer bolts in. Boat's not going to care a bit that they're longer. But good memories and good stories with him. Okay, let's see if this one is going to pull up or we have to put a longer one on it also. Yeah. Oh, come out, you demon. And it dropped. Okay. Grab a lock screw. Okay. Let's put this last one in. There we go. There we go. The rudder I'm just going to mount on pin hinges. Just use one piece for the rudder. Then I'm going to put about a quarter inch, well, about a half inch square backer on either side. And just run a piece of push wire, top and bottom. And it's just going to pivot on that. Okay, there we go. 1, 2. There we go. It's not going anywhere. Yep, we'll run them straight down through there. I do have one concern though, getting away from the stories. This is a 30 amp 2 to 3S LiPo. As you can see from the wire gauge and all, this thing is cheap. It was like $15. So I'm wondering how it's going to fare without an airflow on it. So I guess we'll find out. Yep, fits on well. That will work. Yeah, top pin here and top pin up here. Just a small extension out from either one. And the rudder should pivot easily. Got a waterproof servo that I'm just going to mount right on the top of the hull right there. Didn't want to try and run a push rod, 19 dozen bends in it, and no room to really work in the back. So that's what we're going to do. So let me get the rudder cut out and the parts together, and we'll be right back. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.